Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Sonny reacts to Dex's cop training. See how mob boss handles the ultimate betrayal. General Hospital GH spoilers reveal that Sonny Corinthos Maurice Bernard will get some news that he's not happy about during the week of April 15th to 19th. That's when Sonny will discover Dex Heller Evanhofer has a new job at the PCPD in the works. Dex will be put to the test as he undergoes his cop training, so he'll hope to impress Detective Harrison Chase Josh Swickard and Detective Bennett Kendrick Cross with all his skills. Of course, Sonny certainly won't be impressed when he gets updates on Dex's efforts to become a police officer. It'll no doubt leave Sonny furious and feeling like Dex is committing the ultimate betrayal. Sonny tolerates the fact that Dante Falconeri Dominic Zamprogna is a cop since he loves his son and respects him. Dante is able to separate the detective part of his life from his relationship with his father, so there's an understanding between them. With Dex, it'll be a whole different story. This is a case of Dex repeatedly defying Sonny's orders and coming back to PC after Sonny gave him one last chance to survive with a new life elsewhere. It probably won't even make sense to Sonny considering Dex isn't dating Jocelyn Jax Eden McCoy anymore. There's nothing tying Dex to Port Charles that should make him willing to risk his life like this, but he's doing it anyway. GH fans know Anna Devane Finola Hughes pushed Dex into this job since she feels like he'll be an asset, but it's also about keeping him safe. In Anna's opinion, Dex's cop status will offer protection since Sonny doesn't want to cross that line of going after someone on the police force. However, Anna may be wrong this time around since we're not dealing with the usual Sonny anymore. This is a Sonny who isn't thinking clearly due to his altered meds, so there's no limit to what he might do as his mental state deteriorates. Regardless, you can bet Sonny will be livid over Dex's cop plan. It could lead to Sonny confronting Dex for being a coward and thinking this will save him from a grim fate. It's easy to imagine Sonny getting in Dex's face and warning that maybe it won't offer as much protection as he thinks. Our predictions hint that more trouble is brewing for Dex eventually, so don't miss what's ahead for his character. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny will become increasingly unhinged until his medication situation is resolved, so stay tuned to see how low he'll sink. Title: Shadows of Loyalty. Sonny reacts to Dex's cop training. In the dimly lit confines of the Corinthos mansion, the air hung heavy with tension, thick with the weight of betrayal. Sonny Corinthos, the enigmatic mob boss of Port Charles, stood in the center of his opulent living room, his piercing gaze fixed on the man who had once been his most trusted confidant, Dex Marshall. Dex, a former associate of Sonny's, now stood before him, clad in the crisp uniform of the Port Charles Police Department. His once loyal features now hardened with determination, a stark contrast to the easy smile he had once worn in the presence of his boss. The silence between them stretched taut, broken only by the distant sounds of the city outside. Sonny's mind raced, grappling with the magnitude of the betrayal before him. Dex, a man he had taken under his wing, mentored, and trusted implicitly, had chosen a path that threatened to unravel everything Sonny had built. "Explain yourself." Sonny's voice was low, a dangerous edge lacing his words as he finally broke the silence. Dex met Sonny's gaze head-on, his expression unflinching. "I've made my choice, Sonny. I can't keep living in the shadows, doing your bidding. I want to make a difference, clean up the streets of Port Charles from the inside." Sonny's jaw clenched, his fists tightening at his sides. The audacity of Dex's words fueled the simmering anger within him. "You think you can just waltz in here, wearing that badge like it means something? You forget who made you, Dex. You forget where you came from." Dex remained unfazed, his resolve unyielding. "I haven't forgotten anything, Sonny. But I refuse to be shackled to a life of crime. I'm doing what I believe is right." Sonny's nostrils flared, his temper flaring hot and volatile. "And what about loyalty, Dex? What about the oath you swore to me, to this family?" Dex's gaze faltered for a moment, a flicker of remorse crossing his features before he squared his shoulders once more. "I'll always be grateful for everything you've done for me, Sonny. But I can't let that dictate my future. I have to follow my own path, even if it means crossing you." The words hung in the air like a damning verdict, the final nail in the coffin of their fractured relationship. Sonny's chest burned with a mixture of betrayal and fury, his mind racing with 1,000 thoughts and emotions clamoring for release. "You made your choice," Sonny's voice was barely a whisper, yet it reverberated with the weight of authority. "But know this, Dex. There are consequences for betrayal. You may have turned your back on me, but you'll never truly be free of the darkness that consumes us both." With those ominous words, Sonny turned on his heel, striding across the room with purposeful steps. Dex watched him go, his heart heavy with regret yet resolute in his decision. As Sonny disappeared into the shadows of the mansion, Dex couldn't shake the feeling of loss that settled over him like a shroud. He had severed ties with the only family he had ever known, betrayed the man who had taken him in when no one else would. But deep down, he knew he couldn't turn back. He had chosen a new path, one fraught with danger and uncertainty, yet one he believed in with every fiber of his being. Outside the mansion, the night enveloped Port Charles in its inky embrace, concealing the secrets and sins that lurked in its depths. And as Dex stepped into the darkness, he knew that his journey was only just beginning, a journey that would test his courage, his convictions, and ultimately, his loyalty to himself. General Hospital spoilers: Sonny reacts to Dex's cop training. See how mob boss handles the ultimate betrayal. In the sunlit corners of Port Charles, secrets whisper like shadows against the walls of General Hospital. Betrayal, loyalty, and the ever-throbbing pulse of organized crime intertwine in a dance as old as time. At the heart of it all stands Sonny Corinthos, the enigmatic mob boss whose very presence commands respect and fear in equal measure. As the morning light filters through the blinds of Sonny's office, casting long shadows across the worn leather of his desk, the atmosphere is tense with anticipation. Sonny sits, his features etched with a mix of determination and a hint of apprehension. Dex, his trusted lieutenant, has been missing for days, and rumors of his betrayal linger like a foul stench in the air. The door creaks open, and Dex enters, his expression stoic and unreadable. Sonny's gaze narrows, studying the man before him with a mix of curiosity and suspicion. Dex is a loyal soldier, or so Sonny had believed. But now, there's a shadow in his eyes, a flicker of something Sonny can't quite place. "Sit," Sonny commands, his voice a low rumble that fills the room. Dex obeys, taking a seat opposite Sonny, his hands folded neatly in his lap. There's a tension between them, thick as molasses, as they size each other up, each waiting for the other to make the first move. "What's going on, Dex?" Sonny finally breaks the silence, his voice sharp and commanding. Dex hesitates, his gaze flickering away for a moment before he meets Sonny's eyes head-on. "I've been offered a job," he admits, his voice steady despite the tremor in his hands. Sonny's brow furrows in confusion. "A job doing what?" Dex takes a deep breath, steeling himself for Sonny's reaction. "I've been training to become a cop," he confesses, his words hanging heavy in the air like a thundercloud on the brink of bursting. Silence descends like a heavy curtain, suffocating in its intensity. Sonny's jaw clenches, his hands balling into fists at his sides. "A cop? The ultimate betrayal. Dex, his right-hand man, sworn to uphold the law that Sonny has spent a lifetime bending to his will. "You're a cop." Sonny's voice is low, dangerous, the calm before the storm. Dex nods, his expression remorseful. "I didn't plan for things to turn out this way, Sonny. But I couldn't ignore the opportunity to do something good, to make a difference." Sonny's laugh is bitter, tinged with a hint of desperation. "And what about us, Dex? What about the family? You're willing to throw all that away for a badge and a uniform?" Dex's gaze softens, a flicker of regret crossing his features. "I never wanted to hurt you, Sonny. But I can't keep living this life, always looking over my shoulder, always wondering if today will be the day it all comes crashing down." For a moment, there's a vulnerability in Sonny's eyes, a glimpse of the man beneath the layers of power and control. "You think being a cop is going to make things any easier? You think they'll just let you walk away from this life, from everything you've done?" Dex shakes his head, his voice barely a whisper. "I don't know, Sonny. But I have to try. I have to believe there's something more out there for me, something worth fighting for." Sonny's gaze hardens, the mask of authority slipping back into place. "You made your choice, Dex. And now you have to live with the consequences." With a heavy heart, Sonny rises from his seat, his movements deliberate and precise. Dex watches him go, a knot of regret twisting in his chest. He knows there's no going back from this, no undoing the choices he's made. Outside Sonny's office, the world carries on, oblivious to the turmoil raging within its walls. But for Sonny Corinthos and Dex Marshall, the fallout of betrayal will echo through the halls of General Hospital for years to come. In the end, it's not the choices we make that define us, but how we choose to live with the consequences. And for Sonny and Dex, the road ahead is fraught with danger and uncertainty, a journey into the heart of darkness where only the strongest will survive.